Hello and welcome to Dario Comics, and today I want to talk to you about Fistofthenorthstar and a bit of Magic the Gathering and why these two are connected. So back in 2006 I finished high school or school in Germany, and it was a time where I was dreaming, or all I wanted to do was drawing and make stories and comics, but there was not really a comic school. So the plan was maybe to go to our art school and learn the craft there, and then transition then into comics or illustration. But I tried to apply, and first of all, I was not good enough back then, and second of all, there was no like comic or illustration school that would teach you exactly this or this. There was only like, I don't know, art school, and then you could go and work for advertising and something like that, but that was not what I wanted to do. And so I applied for an internship, and there I was like learning Photoshop and a bit of drawing and 3D modeling. And it was very cool, and I was making really just small money because it was an internship. So then I discovered Magic the Gathering, and I fell in love with the artwork and the art style, and that you could play lands and summon creatures and spells and all of these things. And I also fell in love with the artwork, because look at this. Like, this card is as big as my, it's not as big as my thumb, but you know what I mean? Like, look at the artwork. And I fell in love with the artwork and the story and the worlds and the things you could do with this. Same thing with comics. And so we started out small, playing Magic the Gathering, and then as time went by, we got better and better. And on Saturdays and Sundays we went to and played on tournaments, so the cards got a bit more expensive, and we drove to other towns to play there because that's where the big tournaments were. And I enjoyed the time very much, but always I felt like I shouldn't be there. I shouldn't just... it was a strange feeling, like I was wasting my life just working and spending money on cards without following my true passion and life purpose. Like, I didn't know back then, and I don't want to tell you like follow your dreams and everything will get good, because it's not like that. But reality is, if you can draw like this, and if you can study and hone this mastery, which we will go in the next video, I will tell you more about the fundamentals and how to get them and how to make it like bulletproof, that you know what you're doing. Because if you don't know the fundamentals and the structure underneath, you can not construct this or this. Like, this is a work of art and mastery. And to get to this level, you need to be schooled or school yourself. And that's the problem. Like, when I went to these places, I felt I should do something else with my life, not just play Sundays and Saturdays Magic the Gathering. I was enjoying myself, but also something was missing in my life. And then we went to a shop, and there was a Fistofthenorthstar, a Hokuto no Ken, and this cost back then 10 euros. And a friend of mine like looked me in the eyes and said, "Man, how can you spend 10 euros on a comic? It's like crap. What the fuck are you doing? Like, how can you spend money on a comic?" And I watched him in the eyes, and he was spending tons of money on Magic the Gathering. I mean, like, what the fuck? You're spending money on just cards. And I know back then already cards, some of the cards, not these cards, but some of the cards were holding great value, and we were going like, or playing at a certain pro level, but he didn't understand that I was spending money on a comic. And this comic is not just cool because it's cool, because like every time I went to Italy to visit my cousin, who was deeply in love with comics, he was also in Italian TV. You could watch at the cartoons Fistofthenorthstar, and we always watched Fistofthenorthstar, and this is like a mixture of Sylvester Stallone meets Bruce Lee meets Mad Max. And so, yeah, so this was also a piece of my childhood. This is a piece of my teenage years, and this is what I wanted to do with my life. But I didn't see the path. There was no correlation. Like, here I was, and I wanted to go here, and I didn't know there was no path made for me. There was just like, go work a regular job and then live your life. But someone was doing this, and I didn't see, there was no school, for me at least, who was teaching me to get to this level or to this level. So now I will give you a quick introduction. Like, this is really beautiful manga, and it's really cool because it has not only great art, but it has also a great story, for me at least. Like, it's pretty basic. It's a guy before the world gets destroyed and everything turns to dust. These people were learning a secret martial art, and then the world here, everything like is a barren wasteland, and you can see bikers and mutants and just a gang forming. And this is when comics are like a movie like this. I don't need to tell you anything. Like, everything you can read from these faces. You already know what's going on. You don't need no text balloons, no nothing. This is easy readable. You know who the good guys are, who the bad guys are, what's happening, and then you see the action. And this is great or good storytelling, and this is what makes a comic or a movie really great, that it's show don't tell. So this is a group of normal humans, and they're getting assaulted by these raiders, and yeah, these are the times these people are living in. But something is going wrong in the wastelands, because like somebody is opposing these brutes, and so they find some of them slaughtered, and they don't know what's going on, and they want revenge. So we start with the bad guys and with a bit of gore, but the gore here is not just for showing off, it's for showing that these are dire times and that things are serious. And so the bad guys are now in fear, and then we see the hero. And this is just great storytelling. The images show you so much and convey so much meaning, and it's just amazing. So this one is asking for water. He wandered the desert, and now he's getting to a town, a desolated town, and then he steps into a trap and gets caught by the local villagers, and he passes then out and lands in the prison. And this guy is Kenshiro, and before the nuclear bombs wiped out humanity, they learned a secret martial art, which is very powerful. And so now that these are the end times, he and his kin are the only ones who can contest the power, and that's what he will do. And I can recommend this comic or manga very much. It's beautifully drawn, it's beautifully told, it's a great story. It takes its time, it hits all the right notes, and yeah, you know who the good guys are, who the bad guys are. There's much to learn here. And then I will now skip to the action part, and then you will also get a bit of action and fighting, and this guy going all Mad Max on the evil guys. Like, the evil guys come to town, they wanna do bad things to the villagers, and then the hero steps in. And I guess this is where I stop this video. Yeah, go and enjoy this. It's a great comic or manga, and I will lead into the next video right after this, because drawing at a great level and making a product so good that you can make a living from it, or that you can sell it as a product, it's all about mastery. And sadly, in school, like, I wasted so many hours in with stuff I didn't care about. I mean, mathematics is really important, but not to the amount I had it. I would have benefited a lot if I had more drawing lessons. But yeah, it's never too late to seek revenge or to heal. And this will be the next video, and we will talk about fundamentals, because if you know the fundamentals, that creates power. Knowledge creates power. Nobody can take that away from you, and you will become a boss. You will become authentic and an authority, and once you're an authority, things will start to change. So, to the next video. See ya.